It sounds simple, but a lot of people don't like to take accountability, which is why we live in a world of fake accountability, because people don't take accountability for their actions. And when they, and the fake accountability comes in when someone is going to apologize, but there's no change behavior.
Yes.
Like, you're not trying to fix the problem. You're just trying to shut somebody up.
Right.
And that's the fake accountability. And that's the world that we are living in right now, is that people just don't want to take it. It's like kryptonite to people to say, I did. If you did something, stand 10 toes down in what you did. You did it. You knew your ass was wrong when you did it. So own it. But if you hurt somebody behind it, you can apologize for it all day, but your apology don't mean nothing if you ain't going to change the behavior and if it's going to continue to happen.
Right.
So don't apologize if you don't mean
it. And dig into the fake apologies as well. I apologize for you feeling the way you feel. I apologize that you. I apologize that you took it the wrong way. That's not apologizing. That's not you.
I apologize if I hurt your feelings. I'm sorry.
Yes. Yes, that's not you apologizing for what you did. I'm basically saying I apologize that you took it the way you took it. But I'm going to continue to do what I always done. Exactly. And that's not a true apology. If
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Candid Conversations. I am your host, Kyra. How y'all doing today? How y'all like playing in the snow today? I know I didn't personally, but I hope everybody had a good day. All right, let's get this party started right with our first co-host, Mr. Roshawn Davis.
No, I ain't have fun in no snow today. All that ice. I cracked my windshield and my truck. Now I gotta buy a new windshield. Putting salt down all of it. My fingers is cold. My toes is cold. No, I ain't have no fun. It sucks. And my Cowboys lost. It's all over the place.
Oh yeah, I had to check in. We was trying to check in, make sure you was okay.
and then I cracked my windshield. It's terrible. It's terrible. But I'll be all right.
Yeah, Green Bay wasn't playing with y'all. They said we trying to get to the Super Bowl.
Enough. We get it. Enough. They wasn't playing.
Enough is enough.
It sucks.
All right, let's bring on Mr. The Deacon himself, the one and only Mr. Deacon.
Listen. I don't watch football like that, right? But I think it's about time to give it up, all right? Because if they couldn't even win on a cold day in hell, most people say it's going to be a cold day in hell when they win something. And it was about the coldest day we had. Maybe it's time to pick a new team. I'm just saying.
Absolutely not. We'll be back next year.
Next year?
That's all I got.
That's all you got? What you mean?
Man. Well, I'm going to bust up in there and be like, we playing again.
Run that back.
That's all I got. I gotta go get my windshield fixed. I ain't worried about this game no more. So what we got?
Straight crack.
Terrible, Deacon. It's terrible.
What's up, JB? Are you here to start trouble?
Yep.
That's all she good for.
Don't talk about my family.
There you go.
That's a genetic trait right there.
Fruit don't fall too far from the tree.
That's right. We all related. You related too, Sean.
the good part of the tree. And this part of the tree that the sun is on and it's shining over there, and then there's all of those other rotten apples
He
and
said y'all on the shady
everything.
spot. He said y'all the shaded trodden tree.
Your ass right up there with our shady asses. Trust me when I tell you, okay? Y'all sit up here, think Shaw, yeah, Shaw got some shade with his ass too.
Me and Cody on this side just chilling.
Y'all, he said y'all the undercarriage. He said y'all on the undercarriage of the tree. He said y'all ain't getting no sun. Oh man.
Davida, they trying to play with us. They trying to play with us, cousin. But it's all good. It's all good.
Oh goodness. But we are here. We about to have this is about to be a good conversation.
Listen, I'm sitting back, Sean and Derek. I'm just here to put my 2 cents where it belong. When they get a little crazy with it, don't talk. I'm
There's
here
nothing
for
really
that.
crazy about. It's respect and manipulation in relationships. There ain't nothing crazy. Nothing really get crazy about.
Okay.
We just trying to figure out where does the line get drawn. That's it. Where the line at?
Hey Dre, I see you. So yes, our topic today is respect.
Dre apologized about your boys. What he called them boys.
Respect and manipulation in relationships.
I think that was manipulative.
I'm gonna let Sean start it off. Derek can jump in, and I'm just here. Because I don't have respect for nobody.
Oh gosh.
I wanted to hear he can spin on it, so I know where we going with this.
All right, but I'm throwing it at you. So let's get it popping.
Hello,
Miss Clark. How you
what
doing?
You want? I mean, you talking respect and relationship.
I want you to talk respect and then manipulation.
I got you. I mean,
before we start, everybody know, just to let everybody know, if y'all want to come on the live or whatever, we put the link out there. Hit the link. You go into the waiting room. You wait your 5 minutes. You wait a couple of minutes until we can bring you on. You get about 5, sometimes a little longer, depending on what you're talking about. And this is it's live. So if you're a woman, just letting you know your face to be on here. If you don't want it on here, don't turn the camera on.
What about the men?
What about them?
You said if you're a woman.
Yeah, because women like to look cute.
So men don't like to look handsome?
That's how they do us.
It's that manipulation right here. Good segue.
First sign of it.
Y'all be all right.
That will be all
right. I guess to add to that, who hurt us? We gay. Our mama black.
Get it all out the way.
All of that. It's already done. You don't got to worry about it. It said we gay. We know it. I look at my scarf. Our mama black. And somebody hurt us.
You hurt yourself. Okay. Davida says no, men don't like to look handsome. Y'all always ugly.
We ugly, but you out here buying we ugly, but you out here buying men PS5s. So.
All right, y'all. Let's get this popping. We gotta get this done.
What happened? What just happened? We done got off of Main Street and turned on the Shady Boulevard. What happened? Something just happened. But anyway, manipulation and respect. Respect and manipulation.
Respect and manipulation.
Remember I told you I would say look up gaslighting and narcissistic mindsets, accountability. And I think it flows into respect. If you respect somebody, you could be honest and you don't have to gaslight. I mean, you can hold yourself accountable if you have self-awareness and self-respect. So whereas if you've done something, just like in the clip before this, if you've done something, stand 10 toes down. don't manipulate the person. I've seen in many movies where you bring something to the wife that did something wrong, and then instead of saying, you know what, I was wrong, I apologize, they just cry and run to the next room. That's a manipulation tactic of unaccountability, not wanting to, be responsible for your actions. And I think just going off of this from the head, gaslighting came straight into my mind. It came straight into my mind. So, but I think with the chat and with the deacon, I think it's going to turn into a conversation. I honestly want to hear what's brewing.
So it ultimately comes down to that level in between, or that fine line between when I'm showing you respect, or I'm allowing you to manipulate me or manipulate your person, right? So there's always this fine line between that. I can a sign of respect is, as you saying, hearing how you feel when you express your feelings. That's not true, but it's most times it shouldn't. But feelings are both sided. So if you express your feelings, then I should be able to express my feelings, and then we should be able to move from there. But if you express your feelings and then I come back and express my feelings, and then you have to come back and rebuttal my feelings, now that's how our argument starts, where there should be an even playing field. Respect is there's an even playing field for both of us to talk and express how we feel and move on from there. I listen to hear you, you listen to hear me, and then we both can grow from there.
If we're both rational, if it's a rational thinking people. If it's something crazy, then it's like, yeah, I can hear you, but I ain't entertaining no nonsense.
I think that you should be able to express your feelings and vice versa. But I think the problem comes in, or should I say the manipulation part comes in, is when you express your feelings and then something else is thrown at you to kind of make it seem something other than what you just said. So like if I'm expressing my feelings about a situation or about how I'm being treated or whatever it may be, and then you turn back around and say, but you do this and you do that. And I think that's that's manipulation a little bit.
I get it.
Because
I can agree with that.
You know what I'm saying?
It's like I told you, like you can say, hey, somebody told me they saw you in the car with a girl. And y'all was going to the hotel, but you wasn't going to the hotel. You was going to the movies. No, I wasn't. I wasn't even going to no hotel. What you talking about? Yeah, you had on a blue coat. No, I didn't. I had on a yellow coat. You know what I mean? I had a yellow coat on today. Like, it's a lie. It's like, instead of it, the argument shifts to another argument, so I don't got to talk about what the actual situation is. So I'm deflecting. It's deflecting is a manipulation tactic as well. Yeah. To where I don't even have to argue the initial situation, because now I'm going to argue about this right here. I wasn't even wearing no blue coat. Yes, you was. No, I wasn't. Now it's about the blue coat. It ain't even about me going to the hotel or the movies no more. I mean, and a lot of people do that as well. It's all little strategies and tactics that people use to manipulate.
Says that's due to a lack of empathy during communication.
It's a lack of empathy?
Empathy.
No?
I
guess.
That's a way to look at it.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't
to empathize.
You don't think you have to be empathetic to another person's feelings?
Of course, you're being empathetic to somebody's feelings, but empathetic, for me, empathy is, if you work at a job and I know your performance, and all of a sudden for the last 2 weeks you've been coming in late. Now, instead of saying, you know what, you've been coming in late, I'm tired of this, such and such, you suspended, such and such. Empathy is to say, hey, what's going on? I see that you've been, coming in late. That's not like you. Is it something that we can help with? That's empathy.
Right.
Instead of going into reprimand or going into attacking, is to say, hey, what's going on? Is there something going on that I can help you with? That's empathy. But everybody view things from their own perspective.
But I think that's like the same thing when you are communicating with your significant other or your husband. You have to try to, if they're coming to you about their feelings and about how they feel about something, you should be empathetic to what they're saying. So, because you're there to help the situation to come up with a resolution so it can get better.
No, that's what I said. I can get it. It's just a lot of times when you did it's not a unique thing, of course, to be in the unknown with your partner. You know what I mean? A lot of times your partner go through things that you don't know and you don't understand. So that's why I said I get it. You know what I mean? Your partner can be off their game. You know what I mean? They start to drink more, they start to smoke more, or they, their sleeping patterns is off. Whatever it is. And instead of saying, hey, you ain't do this, you ain't do that, to have empathy for your partner and say, hey, is everything going on?
Mm-hmm.
You all right? You've been a little off your game. Like, you ain't go out there and shovel that snow this morning like you usually shovel the snow. You ain't take care of the cars. You cracked the windshield. Instead of being in attack mode, is to empathize with them on what's going on. So that's why I said, yeah, I can get it, but a lot of times communication, is the cure for that. Honest,
Absolutely.
Open, transparency is the cure for that. You know what I mean? Because I will always know what you're going through if you are always 100% transparent. You know what I mean? In a job and in a working environment, I don't know you. I don't know what you go through every day.
No, you don't.
You show up when I show up, but your job performance is changing. So now I empathize with you, but like the same time, in a lot of different relationships, everything ain't as transparent as we want it to be.
Right.
You know what I mean? We would like for everything to be super transparent. Some people can't go to their significant other, because of maybe, you had lack of respect for them bringing it to you before. You got some people that won't bring you situations or how they feel or what they're going through because maybe you threw it in their face at the last argument. You know what I mean? That's the one thing they say. You got one time to misuse a man's trust. One time.
You get this once.
When I come to you and tell you, hey, I'm going through this, I'm going through that, this happened, that happened, such and such. And as soon as we have an argument, you throw it in my face, you will never get that again. Men aren't as vulnerable as women. We deal with logic more, less emotional. I mean, so.
But I'm not gonna say every woman, but I know how I am, and I know that. I'm just saying, and I'm speaking
love
for
to
me.
say that. Yeah, I don't know what it is. That must be in that must be in that woman's class that teach y'all who gonna hurt you.
I'm speaking.
And your mama black.
I'm speaking for me and my experience. I'm allowed to do that, right? I'm not allowed to do
You're
that.
allowed to do it, but we addressed this before. Of course, it ain't every person.
All right, no, but I'm just saying, like
that's obvious.
I think sometimes it's the same thing with women too, because for me, if I'm coming to you in confidence or to communicate with you about something, and you throw that back in my face, you ain't never got to worry about me again. Never.
Of course.
I ain't got nothing to say. We ain't got
of course.
Nothing
of course. And one might feel that that's a more of a feminine tactic because women fight with their mouths more.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't gonna fight with you. I just ain't gonna tell you nothing.
No, I'm just saying, like women fight with their mouths more. Men are more physical. Women are the emotional and the verbal. Men are more for the most part. Not let me put the Derek, we're gonna have to put that in a disclaimer. Not everyone, of course,
Right.
not everyone. That's like saying everybody on this earth is one way. No, that's not the way it is. That's a manipulation tactic as well. Every time you like we spoke prior, every time you have a conversation with somebody, it'll be like, oh well, not everybody. Of course, not everybody.
Like I said, I don't got respect for everybody, but that's just,
I can dig it.
I
I can dig it.
don't respect nobody.
But that's one thing what people always say, and it's like, of course, not everybody, but
Okay, so what is respect to you in your relationship? What is respect? What do you define respect in your relationship?
I mean, I'm not gonna say it's simple because like I said, all of us see things from different perspectives and we got different viewpoints. So in a relationship, paying attention to the other person's love language, you know, their habits, their likes, their dislikes, respect, integrity, character, bringing that to the conversation. Never throwing things in your partner's face, being slow to anger, you know, being able to communicate, understand that communication ain't the last part, is comprehension. Comprehension is what's needed. You know what I mean? They always say, oh, communication is key. You can communicate all day long, but if you don't comprehend what I'm saying to you, or you're the type to respond with like you listen with the intent to respond versus to listen and learn, then you ain't hearing me.
That's a big one.
Yeah, you ain't hearing me. I mean, you're listening, but you ain't hearing what I'm actually saying. So respect is to me, it like I said, it's I wear your hurt, I wear your pain. I mean, what you go through, I go through. I'm never gonna treat. I'm never gonna disrespect this situation or this union, especially outside. I don't believe in adultery. I don't believe in anything like that. Nobody outside your household should know your household like your household. You know what I mean? It's as simple as that. Your relationship is your relationship. Don't allow nobody to come in and manipulate your relationship. I've always heard that when some of the elders would say to a marrying couple, don't let nobody in your marriage. If you need counsel, seek counsel. But your girlfriends and your boys and this, that, and the third, leave them out. I mean, I've heard that. I mean, so put that person or people first. You know what I mean? That's your family. And that's what a lot of people don't understand. It's your family. Your mom and dad raised you in your siblings or you. Once you create your family, that's yours.
Mm-hmm.
That's yours. I've seen people put their mothers over their husbands. Well, no, this is your family. Now you're a limb on this tree. You have to take care of your immediate family. I mean, so respect is treating others like, you know, treating your person like you treat yourself, and even better. You know, so I don't know if I hit those check marks on whatever you know, the folks out there would think, but yeah, respect. Respect. No, I'm just saying, just because it can serve as therapeutic as well. You know, because some people tune in to hear some things that they need to hear. You know, and some people, they listen to dispute and debate. You know what I mean? But when it comes to respect, especially with your family, for men, now you protect. Protecting ain't just physical; it's emotional.
Right.
You know, it's financial. You know, it's a lot of other things. When people say protect, people automatically think physical, and it ain't just physical. I need to protect you from a lot of the nonsense that's going on. Yeah, if we're somewhere and something go down, I'm gonna snatch you and put you behind me. But I gotta protect you from gossip. I gotta protect you. Ain't nobody gonna talk bad about you. Ain't nobody gonna speak negative about you. Ain't nobody gonna come at you sideways. All of those different things. Protection comes more than just the physical. I mean, so what you got, Deacon?
I think you nailed that one. My question is always going to be: at what point do we stop respecting and what time? At what point do we stop giving respect and start uh, verbalizing the manipulation?
I address things in real time because I don't have time for nonsense. I got a lot of things to do. I got a purpose as a man. I came a long way in my life. I mean, so if you don't understand the path that I've been on and the purpose and the things that I've actually had to fight, the people, the things, the environments, the emotions, the situations I had to fight through to get to where I am, I'm not going to jeopardize that for nothing. I'm not, it's not going to happen. So my family is always going to be first. So any nonsense, I was talking to a young man yesterday, and he had said to me, he was like, yo, somebody say something negative to my sister, I'll be ready to go to war. And I was like, well, do you address your sister? I was like, because there's a lot of people dying out here because of that manipulation tactic. They mouth off, mouth off, mouth off, mouth off. And next thing you know, I'm going to tell my brother. I'm going to go get my brothers. And now your brother go to handle certain type of situations and get shot or get killed because you don't know how to dial it down. I said, so you're going to eventually have to address that, because not all the time the one that's responding is the problem. He was like, so if somebody respond to you, I was like, I don't know you. I don't care about what you think. you know you. Like, I'm a man like you. The same way you think you that dude, I am too. So you bring whatever to the table, I'm here too, brother. What you got? And he was like, no, I can understand that. I was like, but when you get to a certain level, you get to a certain mindset. I was like, because leveling up ain't just the bag. It ain't just a bag, it's a mentality. It's a lifestyle. It's the way you approach things. I mean, when you got more to lose, you think about this a little different. Because you got more to lose.
So, and Derek, you're the one that said the boundaries thing. So when you say, okay, you have to create boundaries, at what point does the respect turn into manipulation? And where are you gonna set those boundaries?
That's what I was waiting for.
Like, where do the boundaries start getting set? At what point of manipulation? Which part of the manipulation do boundaries get set? When you realize it, when you recognize it? Because to me, like, if respect turns into manipulation, that means
when should boundaries be set? Is you asking?
Yeah, when should
should have already been set, but I get it.
When you're gonna be creating these boundaries, because if you say in respect and turn into manipulation, that's like manipulative behaviors. So that's somebody that is trying to get over on you in your relationship. Oh God, Thomas is here, y'all.
On demon time.
In the words of Russell Simmons, thank you. God bless you. Good night.
The devil head up here. Thomas, don't you start no BS tonight.
He here on demon time.
Lord have
Don't you start no BS. He coming out with a BS on his hat. Like, hey, how you doing? I'm Thomas.
Have to be and S.
Out your mind.
Like I was saying, respect turning into manipulation. How does that, what does that look like?
It's simple. Once you bypass when I am asking you to respect me, but the respect you respecting me goes past a certain boundary to a point of where I'm manipulating you, is when when I can't see the wrong that I'm doing in the ask that I'm asking of you. So we find it most times with a narcissistic relationship, where when I say, okay, when we get into having male or female friends, right? So a narcissist is say, well, respect to me is no woman of mine is going to have another male around them. So a woman can begin to say, all right, I'm going to respect my man by cutting off my by cutting off my male friends, but then turn around because what's good for the goose is good for the gander, right? So if I don't expect you to have male friends, then your expectation for me is what? Not to have female friends. But if I find it okay for me to have female friends, you just can't have male friends. Now we're bypassing respect, and now we're smack dead in the middle of being manipulative. I'm manipulating the situation. So when do we set boundaries is most times once we have already realized and recognized the manipulation and have spoken on it. I can't set a boundary if I haven't spoken about it. If I'm still contemplating it in my head that you're manipulating me, but I have yet to verbalize it, then the manipulation is going to keep going because you haven't even given them an opportunity to fix the issue.
Thomas says gaslighting is a manipulation tactic.
That's what
It is.
Yeah.
And we don't disagree with gaslighting. Gaslighting is a manipulative tactic. And I understand what you're saying, Zarek. People do know how to manipulate situations.
And another angle is financial manipulation, where someone can take advantage of somebody that cares for them, loves them, will give them the sun, moon, and stars, but they really don't care for them like that. But instead of saying, I don't feel you that way, I don't look at you that way, we're never going to be an item, they're going to go ahead and drag that person along to get what they want, to get these gifts,
that's the
to get these dinners, to get, if you know that this person wants to be with you and you don't want to be with them.
Mm-hmm.
That's also can be looked at as a manipulation tactic because you just want what you want.
Right.
You want to continue to get gifts. Just the same as the flip side of that coin. You got some men that manipulate women that they know want to be with them, or they really care for them, and they just sleeping with them, taking advantage of them, but they're never going to be with them. The same way.
Yep.
Yeah, that's fucked up. I'm just saying.
I seen a video, and you guys might have seen it, where it was a young lady in Atlanta, and it was a gentleman that wanted to take her out, and she was a content creator supposedly, and she said no the first time, but she gave her number. She must have been busy or whatever, but she eventually went out with him, not because she wanted to go out, but she was like, I ain't got nothing to do, I can go out and create some content. That was her words, like verbatim. She went and ordered 4 orders of oysters, 12 in a clip.
Okay, I seen that video.
Slaughtered them. She didn't go for him. She wanted to do a video.
Yeah.
So it was like, what are we doing here?
She did a video, all right. She paid for her date to herself.
This is true. This is true.
He refused to pay?
Yeah. She had to pay for herself.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Because what she did was she did, as he said, she wanted to make content. So they went to the oyster bar. She ordered 4 rounds of the oysters, then turned around and ordered a meal, and then had drinks on top of that. And then when the bill came, she expected him to pay for it. But he was like, no, I'm not paying for that. So he left her with the bill. She had to pay for her food.
Okay, so once again, we talking about boundaries, right? So did he sit there and watch her take down this whole assemblage of good eating without setting a boundary, and but then wanna stand and make a stand after the fact?
That's what I'm about to say. While you there, you're there. You done invited this young woman out.
Right.
You got to eat that, B. Now we ain't never going out again.
Right.
You better.
But you invited her out. This is what you get.
Right. And if you know that she's there for that, then that's when you address it in real time. So I'm not gonna sit there and watch you take down a whole meal and then get up and walk away. I'm gonna talk about it after the 4. I'm like, 4? Like, you got, because I don't even eat oysters, so you about to take down 4?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, and you ordered a meal? Oh, okay, all right.
Yeah, that's 4 meals right there.
Right. Like, you about to put all of that away? You're gonna have the runs later, sis. You're gonna be.
That's what she did.
A bit much.
He didn't pay. He got up and he did leave. And I mean, I guess he felt like he was being used or manipulated.
He was, but he was being manipulative too, because he sat there and watched her and he didn't address it.
Yeah. So
then you're manipulating on the other side of it, because you're sitting there and you already know that her expectation, because you invited her out, you already know that her expectation is that you're going to pay for it.
Hold on, wait, you saying that he manipulating her?
He manipulated her too. They were manipulating each other.
I don't agree with that. How is that? Like before I disagree. Can you explain that?
Yeah. So if I'm sitting there and I'm watching you do this, and I already know if I already know that your expectation is that I'm going to flip this bill, but I sit here and allow for you to run up the bill, knowing I'm going to walk out.
No, she don't know. I don't think it went that way. That the whole time he knew she was going to walk out. I mean, he knew he was going to walk out.
After those 4 orders of oysters, that man knew he was going to walk out. He knew he wasn't going to pay for all that.
Oh no, I'm just saying, like, through the transition of this happening,
right?
I mean, like, I can't make that statement of when he felt whatever, but I mean, I get the argument, but I can't make that statement for him. But I don't think I wouldn't say that's manipulating. Like, if I knew the whole time, if it was like, yeah, she's trying to play me, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna invite her out, and then while she's doing whatever, I'm gonna tell her to get one more. If I'm inciting it on, like, go ahead, get another one, get some more wet.
I think what Derek is just basically saying is, by the time after she had that 4th round of oysters and then turned around and ordered a big meal on top of, I think she had like 2 or 3 drinks. I think what Derek is saying is he sat there, watched her do all of this.
No, I get it. You know, I get it. I'm not just.
He should have just been like, hold up, I'm not paying for all of this.
No, I get it.
You don't.
I think that's how it happened.
Yeah.
Once she tried to go further, it was like, nah, we ain't doing this.
But he ain't stop it. He let her finish.
No, meaning, yeah, like, because who thinks somebody gonna eat 48 oysters and order something else?
Right. The date would have been over after the 4 oysters.
That's what I'm saying. So after that, that's when he was like, nah, we ain't doing that. Like, what you doing?
Yeah, but did she order?
And she was on her phone the whole time and such, and that's when he did exactly what you said. Like, hey, what we doing here?
Thomas says boundaries are to be established before any form of intimacy, sexual or otherwise.
Well, boundaries should be set before that, because if
before that,
yeah, like I was about to say, because if like Derek explaining, if I'm going to be given my resources, like we spoke before, we gonna need to know what we doing. I mean, especially like I ain't an open checkbook, but you a closed. I don't want to be crazy, but
damn, you a closed oyster.
Yo, you fucking terrible.
Let me ask you something, Sean. Do you think you're easily manipulate? Are you easily manipulated? In if you're in a relationship, are you easily manipulated?
Me? No, but I have a wide threshold for my patience. I have a lot of patience, but I can see you coming from a mile away. If you're my family, if you're my folks or whatever, if you're my family, my folks or whatever, you know me, I'm a ride for you. We gonna ride. But I have a light switch. My mom's always told me that. Like, yo, you in that light switch. Once you fuck up, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. I don't. You know me. I don't deal with adultery. I don't deal with. Oh, but nah, I'm sorry. Nah, we ain't doing that. Oh, nah, brother, it wasn't even like that. Yeah, I had get your ass over there. I don't do that. I'm totally upfront. We gonna stay transparent. If you need something from me, I'm there 100%. So I expect that same thing. Everybody that know me, once you make that phone call and say, "Hey, Sean, I need such and such. Can we do this?" You already know I'm with you 100%. But the day you give me that other side of the coin, that shade, is a wrap.
I feel you. What about you, Eric?
I think, yep. To be honest, yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Because you have a desire to, as that being your person, your desire is to provide for them and to give them opportunities to be happy. And a lot of times, that could be easily manipulated, because now, if you know that I want to make you happy, you're gonna put certain things out that I'm going to pick up on, and that's an easy indicator of easily being manipulative or being manipulated. So when you have a heart, if your love language is gift giving, right?
That's me. Yes, that's me.
Then that's easy. That's an easy way to be manipulated, because when she picks that up, because you're not gonna come out and tell somebody like, yeah, that's my love language, gift giving. Nobody's gonna come out and get that kind of information. But women can sometimes pick that up because now you come home with little things, little gifts, just because you send flowers, just because that type of stuff. Your thoughtfulness tells them, okay, this is someone who's going to be giving of me. And if you lay that into the hands of the wrong person, they can run rampant with it. And of course that does nothing. They'll win. They win. But that next person, that after you catch on to it and you cut that off, that next person is going to get hell, because you not going to be so willing to be who you are naturally are, because someone else already manipulated the situation.
Or it just crushes that person that you were dealing with, because some people are so much into themselves and so selfish and unaccountable that they don't even realize that they're not appreciating you for who you are.
Absolutely.
And the old saying goes, you never miss something until it's gone. Absolutely. Because they're so used to getting, like a true provider, and somebody who they have to understand, because you have downfalls, you have obstacles, you have all of these different things. So you understand, when things go wrong, or when situations get crazy, it's up to men to just handle it. Like I like to deal with simplicity and just to handle the situation. I try not to get upset about certain things when I'm out there, because it needs to be handled. If something happens and my lady is getting emotional, and I'm emotional too, like, yo, what's up, bro? Like, why you hurting? My lady, like, yeah, he gonna mess you up. And I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna mess you up. Like, nah, that we both looking crazy. Right. I mean, I gotta be the one to dial it back and say, hold up, chill out, relax for a minute. I got this. You know what I mean? So me being who I am, doing what I do, and handling things the way that I handle, if you put yourself in a manipulating situation, when you're dealing with somebody like that, you just gonna watch the next person live the life that you're supposed to have been living.
Yep.
And it's gonna kill you.
Right.
Because not everybody change that course. Like I agree with Derek 100%. You know, sometimes that changes the heart of that person to say, you know, I ain't doing this no more.
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes somebody that has the foresight, they'll see it and they'll see that, oh, she on some nonsense. And now you on the outside looking in, watching somebody live your life and just elevating and elevating and elevating. And karma is a mother, because what's going to happen is your life is going, that person's life is going to go down while your life is going up, and they're going to watch you. They're going to watch you living, and it's going to be like, man, I screwed up. And not everybody have that accountability to say, you know what, I messed up a good thing. How many times you hear people say that? Not a lot. I was manipulative. I was argumentative. I was angry. I was disrespectful, and I messed up a good thing. Not everybody has, you know, that self-awareness and that accountability to speak like that. It's always, oh, nah, well, he or she or whoever did whatever, and it's like, nah, you was manipulating.
Like going back to the episode we did last week about accountability and the deflecting and just holding yourself accountable for the things that you do and that you say, and stop saying you're sorry for shit that you know you ain't sorry for because you meant it when you did it. And things like that. It's just like, hold yourself accountable for who you are. Self-reflection is self-reflection a lot of people can't deal with. So
absolutely, 100%.
It's hard to look back in that mirror, but
if you're the common denominator in everything,
it's you. And I wish people understand that part.
Yeah.
If you are the common denominator.
This one right here, did you hear that?
I heard it. But it's like, you know, in real life situations, whether it's a relationship, whether it's a friendship or whatever, you could get manipulated in any of those situations.
And you know what, cousin? I think some part of even the worst manipulation, the worst parts of manipulations comes on the outside when someone that's unaccountable, that's already been manipulated situations to go in other places and manipulate other people.
Mm-hmm.
That's hard.
To think that you were the one that was the negative when they actually were.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, that's another manipulating tactic that a lot of people do. They'll try to get out there and be like, oh, well, he or she was such and such and such, when they was the one that was actually a piece of trash.
Yeah.
But they'll tell their part of the story, you know, the part of the story that make them look good, but leave out a whole other. You got 36 chambers in the Wu-Tang Clan. They done left out 35 and just told they one chamber. I mean, that they did good in.
Yeah, because you can't always be the victim. You gotta that victim nonsense, whatever. You cannot always play victim in every situation. Every situation that you get into, whatever the problem is, whatever, you are not always the victim.
Right.
But you want people to believe, oh, this person is bothering me. Oh, this person is talking about me. Oh, this person is like, really? But when it all come together, you always in the middle of it. Why? Because it's you. You're the problem. And until you realize that you're the problem, you're going to continue to be a problem everywhere you go. You're going to always have a problem no matter where you go, because you get away with things for such a long period of time and people become either complicit with it. They make you comfortable in it. They sitting up here feeling so sorry for you. So they feel like, oh my God, let me protect this person because she can't talk for herself or he can't stand up. No. Sometimes you got to stand 10 toes down in the mud in your BS.
You in that 10 toes down.
Yes. All 10 toes down in the mud with your BS. Like,
I agree. That's another manipulating tactic that I've seen people use.
I can't see
whenever there's a split, because because manipulation and respect especially when you split, it's not just in a romantic relationship. It's in business relationships.
Right.
You know, it's in organizational relationships. It's in all types of relationships, friendships. And the next thing you know, one person is going to, you know, a bunch of people saying, oh, well, this person did this person did that. That's why I never meet new people through people. Never do that. I never meet new people through people. I wanna chop it up with you. I want to meet you myself, because now this person had told me this and that and this and that, because I've heard plenty of times from different people, and until I got a little, you know, I got a little older, you know, years back, I understood it. Whereas like somebody can say to me, "You nothing like I thought you was."
Right.
But one tells me you was talking, you know, you was either talking shit or listening to shit behind my back. You know what I mean? And somebody was talking trash about me. You know what I mean? So because they done told you some nonsense, and then now when you met me, it's like, oh, ain't nothing like what this person was saying. Because they told you all of the bad about me or manipulated you to make you think I was a certain way when I wasn't.
But you also sometimes, I mean, even if you do meet new people through people, you always got to give people the benefit of the doubt, because you don't know what that relationship was with that other person. Yes. So for me, I can always give you the benefit of the doubt. But once you, I mean, you know, once you show who you really are or your true colors, then, you know, and if it's not to my liking, then I know how to say deuces. I'm not beat.
Because then you can introduce me to people, but if we're gonna have a business relationship or we're gonna have an organization, you know, a relationship in organization, you can introduce me to somebody, but me and you gonna have dialogue. I'm going to me and you gonna chop it up. I'm not gonna take what this I don't even entertain stuff like that, because like you said, it can be out of pain. Yeah. It can be out of anger and jealousy and envy. Yeah. Now you manipulating me to think this person is a piece of trash when it's you.
Absolutely.
Right.
It was you the whole time.
Yeah.
The whole.
That's why you can't listen. That's why you can't always listen to what other people have to say, because it's.
That's why I say I never meet. That's why I always say I never meet new people through people. I'm going. You can introduce me to that person. Yeah. How you doing? I'm Sean. Hey, I'm such and such. All right. Eventually, I'll get to know who you is. I don't want to hear nothing. That's y'all relationship. Whatever y'all went through. I get it. But maybe you had a problem in that relationship from your side, because it ain't with those people, like you said, the narcissists and them unaccountable people. It ain't never them. It ain't never them.
I think at some point you kind of get to the realization that who you're dealing with. Like if you're dealing with a narcissist, because we all know the definition of what a narcissist is, many things. And if you're dealing with a narcissistic person, at some point you realize that's who you're dealing with, because a narcissist can't cover up that he a narcissist.
Yeah, they jump from people to people.
They don't, because it don't feel right in their spirit that they can't overpower you. They can't get that, that type of control over you. They can't manipulate your mind. They can't manipulate situations into their favor. So you kind of at some point know that you're dealing with a person that's a narcissist. And that's a choice after you realize that, whether you stay in it, you leave it, you try to, you want to play a game with it, whatever you do, that's on you, because some of them is crazy. So I wouldn't advise you.
Some of them is crazy.
Some of them just don't be like, nah, I can't manipulate this one and move on to the next. Now, some of them get a little, they got some screws.
Hey, I just don't like, I mean, speaking on respect and manipulation outside of romantic relationships, I just don't like when people try to paint a picture of another person to other people. When
That's forever. But that's
I
think
get
that's
it, I get it, but it's just like it's a character flaw. Is lack of respect. It's a lot of different things. It's lack of respect for me. You know what I mean? If you coming to me and you a piece of trash, but you paying that person as a piece of trash, what respect you got for me and my business and my organization?
Right.
If this person is talented, this person have talents that can help better our community or our organizations or our business or our schools or our this, why cut that person off because of your personal vendettas or anything like that? You're keeping us from progressing.
because there's only one reason for that. They want to be where you at.
I mean, plus jealousy, plus envy, plus
That's
hate.
that's it. They being manipulated because they want to be where you are. That's so in business, in organizations. For me, that's all power. That's something that you want. You want that power. You want to be able to walk into a room and people just look at you differently. And that's how some people are, and they're jealous because they don't have that in them. So they lie and manipulate and play victim to get you out, to move you
Right.
out the way.
Or paint you in a bad light.
Yeah.
That's why I say just do the work.
And that's why some people just be like, I'm not gonna deal. Like even in your friendships, like you said, friendships, organizational relationships, whatever. I think that's why a lot of people just is okay with walking away from some things, because one thing that I ain't never got to deal with is somebody else's BS. I could walk away and be in peace, and you can have that. I'm gonna give you that, because no matter how far up that ladder you try to make yourself go, you ain't never gonna grow because you're not that person.
Mhm.
A certain position just ain't meant. When things are not meant for you, they are just not meant for you, and you have to accept it. No matter how many lies you could, as they say, fake it till you make it. You could fake it all day, but once you make it, now you got to prove yourself. You can't fake it forever. Eventually, people are going to see through your nonsense. Eventually, I mean, it's not going to happen like right then and there. But if a person doesn't get it, that every time it's something going on or it's a problem, it's a situation, it's a this, it's a that. Everywhere a person goes, and they don't realize that is not everybody else, is them, is you. Well, how far do you think you're gonna make it in life? You can only manipulate somebody to a certain extent.
Yeah, but that's when they jump off to the next person. They move to the
Yeah,
next
that's why I
person.
say narcissists. What they do is jump
Stop
from person
living.
to person, situation to situation. They just get a new victim.
And that's the problem, because you have all these, you would mess around and have all these victims. You have all these
Well,
victims.
don't have all your victims in the same city, because
No,
baby,
what
this is
in
a
the
small
same
world.
city? What normally happens? What normally happens is you run out of victims. That's
Yeah.
what normally happens. You run out of victims
Move
as
to
far
another
as the
state.
narcissist.
So you move to another state.
Then
But let us be clear, because we run out of time. But let us be clear that you can be manipulative and not be a narcissist.
Hey,
You
Nikki.
can, that's it's a common trait for narcissists, but there's some non-narcissistic people who are manipulative themselves. And
Very much so.
so a lot of times we sit and we watch and we say, okay, well, this person can't be it, because they by far nobody's narcissistic, but then they're still manipulative. It's just knowing how to play the game, or how to be underly or overly sensitive enough to play the game where you stay under the radar.
well, that's all I was about to say. You in business, in sports, in a lot of different arenas, there's a manipulation process to win.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like me coming up playing basketball, I had to manipulate certain things to just score a basket. You know what I mean? A pick and roll. You know what I mean? Like now I done pick and roll. I got a shorter person on me. Now I'm backing them down to shoot a bucket. I manipulated the play. I mean, so there's a lot of different ways you can manipulate without even, it being a negative thing. It's just strategic. In business, a lot of people manipulated business. You know what I mean? Like they say, they like a lot of people at the top, as far as executives, to be married. Yeah. They don't like a lot of things. They like family environment. So when you look at my company, it's a family-oriented business, family environment. It's welcoming to people that I do business with. So if you come to my office, it's seemed more professional. That's not my take on it, but if you do the research, that's what they say. A lot of corporate environments, they like things to look a certain way, so they manipulate.
All type of different situations.
Huh?
No.
Say that again.
I said all type of different situations.
Yeah, they manipulate just what you see. I mean, cousin do it every podcast week. Manipulate our vision.
Right.
You got a different wig on every week.
We ain't talking about. This is not manipulation. Okay?
You manipulated my eyesight. Okay. Now, last week you looked like Beyonce. Now you look like Anita Baker. So somebody that like long hair women, now they like, hold up, what happened here? So you manipulating our viewers.
Nobody like, I know what I like.
You a manipulator. That's what you is.
Hey, I'm a me. I'm all about me. I know what I like. I don't give a damn about what nobody else like.
But nah, Derek, I agree. You can manipulate, and it's, I get it. They do it in corporate America all the time. They do it in sports all the time. I watch your schemes. I watch how you play. I watch this, and now I make my plays off of watching your schemes.
Right.
Now, so I can manipulate, the environment once we go out there. That's what Audibles is. That's what, I mean? I want to double back to create what I want to create in an instant like that.
Right.
You know what I mean? But
I get it. You know what I'm saying? Like for me, I know, and it's funny to me, but like I know a person, and Derek, I think Ian Sean, you're gonna know who this person is when I say what I say. But I know a person that she is a professional manipulator. Like she should get paid for how good she manipulate her friendships, her relationships with people, how she do business, the dudes she deal with. She a professional manipulator. She do this. She a habitual liar. And she is and I know this, but and I know her personally, and I accept that person for who they are because they will never in life change. Yeah, never. So I accept her for who she is. I don't, but the people that deal with her and the people that's so easily manipulated by her, I run across, I see them, whatever. I don't never say anything because I don't feel as though like that's not my place to say how I feel and what I know for a fact about this person. That's for you to find out on your own. That's for you to see for yourself. I'm not gonna put my thoughts into your head. Now, only thing I will say is, just take whatever relationship is gonna be. Whether
what I am gonna say is,
I'm just gonna say whether it's business, if it's business, if it's personal, if you get in a relationship with this, just take it very slow. That's it. That's all I ever say is just take it slow, because if you take it slow, you will see her for the manipulator that she is.
All right.
But If not, then hey, that's on y'all. But y'all know who I'm talking about.
You ain't bringing me in your nonsense.
Y'all know exactly who I'm talking about. Y'all been scarred.
Yo, Derek, you that hit us with, hey, I'm down at the police station. They caught us. They caught us. Yeah, I'm down there. You still got that house on such and such street? Yeah, they caught us. They caught us.
Bring it. They caught us. Bring it back.
Yeah, caught us. Come on down to the police station. They caught us.
You would never even so innocent. You would never even think this girl would be like that, but she is, and I be feeling bad for people that be falling for it. But all I say is I pray for you.
I don't know who you talking about.
Some of y'all watching right now. She manipulating you right now.
You know what's funny about this? You know what's funny about this? It's probably like 5 people. Like, I know this bitch didn't.
Right. except for the person who she talking about. The person she talking about sitting there like, she right though. She telling the truth. I know a couple of them.
And that's that guilt. That's that guilt that people, because people always do that. They'll see a Facebook post and boom, they think it's about them. No, that's your guilt. That's all. That's the guilt of what you've done. Ain't nobody talking about you.
Nobody even think about you. Nobody
even think about you.
Nikki, you know this person too, bro.
Nobody even think about you. People think my post about them. I'm mad that the Cowboys lost this damn Green Bay by 100 fucking points, and they think the post about them.
Yo,
I'm like, this about Dak Prescott.
I'ma text you. I'ma text you for this. You wouldn't experience that before.
Oh God. Now she texting people on the side.
Oh God.
I forgot the S and I'm sorry. All right, Nikki. I'm just saying, y'all people, and that's like, I'm just putting a warning out there. Like, people need to really, before y'all sit up here and be calling people y'all friends, and before y'all jump into business with people and all this other stuff, you getting into these relationships, y'all better know who y'all dealing with.
I just think it was hilarious because I ain't never seen Oprah be on the Oprah Winfrey show. Like, hold on 1 second. Hey, what's up, Gail? What's going on? Nah, I'm gonna talk to you later. I'm sitting here interviewing such and such, and then hang up. How you just gonna slide off and come back like that wasn't nothing?
I'm sorry, my cousin, she on the Instagram live, so
I'm sitting here like, and she talking about, I left the S off.
I appreciate y'all. I'm sorry.
Yo.
No limit. No limit.
Oh God.
No. But you ran past her.
Lemon know it too.
Yes.
Y'all gonna stop it. No, it ain't nobody. It's the fictitious character.
You want her to know it ain't.
She Cat said she is real.
Yeah. She like, no, Sean. We down at the police precinct. Come down.
We ain't about to sugarcoat this.
It's a movie that she talking about.
She is not a fictitious
like, where you going? Where you go? No, don't get on the highway. Come to the
police. I was like, nah, it's a movie. No, it ain't a movie. It's this.
You got to be on the lookout for this chick. I'm telling you.
You know what I mean?
Lord.
Yo, you was wild.
He's gonna drag everybody into it and pick up Roger. Pick up Roger too. If he was there, pick him up.
I'm gonna need Deacon to say a prayer for me.
Incredible.
Pick up Roger. Tell Roger to get that extra piece we told him to put.
Yeah.
Tell him to bring that too. They want it all back.
Yeah, they want everything. Yeah, all the everything we bought.
Oh, God.
Yeah, they want all that.
Go by your mother house. Tell her.
Yo, when I tell you,
Oh,
Lemon said we are win over our hour. Go to bed.
Little sis is only one person. It's only one person.
We was
There's only one
ourselves.
person
We was
that's on their bull. Right there.
What
right
you
here.
pointing at me for?
We was behaving ourselves tonight.
There's only one person.
Listen, I'm grown. I take accountability for everything that I said.
Now she's taking accountability. Go on now.
Yeah. That's the one that get pulled over. Man, was you drinking? Yup, I have 4 martinis and like, oh God, you done told everything. Yeah.
I'm giving you all the smoke, okay?
I'd have 4 martinis, but you ain't seen nothing. Roberta behind me, she done drank me under the bar. Here she comes, she's swerving. That's Roberta.
She in a red car right there, and it ain't even registered.
See, exactly, Lemon. That's Derek and Sean got me acting up on his.
Yeah.
Yes, they do.
Those whatever she's sipping is that water she's sipping. It's really vodka.
That's why I'm just going. That's why I'm just about to say, let's get back to family and get the hell out of here.
Yo, I'm being honest. Y'all want me to lie? I'm being honest. I'm telling you.
Yes.
What? Palestinian people, y'all better watch your back. I'm telling you, she sat in y'all living room. The majority of y'all.
All right,
I love y'all though. I warned you.
She out here giving out the tea and the juice.
Y'all know what I'm talking about.
Hey, keep it down. Y'all know what I'm talking about.
I'm gonna have them looking sideways at that damn person sitting in their living room next.
No, you ain't, because we about to get off. I'm about to
Be careful who you break bread with, because baby, she a professional manipulator.
Oh man.
Woo! All right, y'all. Our hour is up.
Oh,
Lemon will put me in my room.
Little sis, don't mess with her.
It's all fun, yo. It's all fun and laughs. Don't take nothing I say seriously. I was having a moment. But I do thank everybody for tuning in. We'll be back next week, same time, same place. We coming up on our anniversary next month, so hopefully we gonna have something very nice for y'all.
We never do, because our anniversary is always celebrated the same, because our anniversary falls on her kid's birthday. Our anniversary always falls on her kid's birthday.
Not this year. Not this year. My kid's birthday is towards the end of that week.
Okay.
So, but Derek's birthday fall right in the middle of it. We are, like I said, y'all go on our little extra platforms. Y'all could get us. Y'all can hit us up on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, YouTube, Instagram. We're on 12 different platforms. I can't remember all of them. But, if you love us, you like us, you hate us, still go follow, comment. And
she out here. Now Lemon out here acting up. She said she's still waiting on her hoodie.
I got you. I gave it to Derek.
You did not. Lies and fairy tale. Don't start manipulating.
I tell you no lie, Lemon.
You told me to pick it up. You told me to come pick it up. I never picked it up.
I gave it to Lemon. Lemon, I gave it to Derek. That's
lies and fairy tales. I done been lied on once. I ain't gonna be lied on twice.
I gave it to him. Lemon. Don't let Derek. The same time Derek got his, you got yours.
I ain't got no hoodie. What are you talking about? Same time I got mine. All right,
Bo. I got you, Nikki.
Yeah. This is turning into This turning into the Hood Olympics right now.
It is. It is.
Cut.
But
Yo,
I thank y'all
Derek.
for tuning in. Next week, it's gonna be. I'm gonna be quiet, and
You were supposed to be quiet this week.
Now you got people all calling, picking up the phone, waiting for you to hang up so they can hit you, call you real quick, girl.
Who you talking about?
Then you got four other people. Now you got four other people calling 4 different people to tell them that you was on the show.
You got 12. Yeah, you got 12 people think you talking about them.
So nobody I was talking about. But so y'all don't call me. I ain't telling y'all.
They ain't gonna call you. They don't call 4 different people to tell them that you was on the show talking about them. Like, girl, you should have watched Candy Conversation.
I'm ready today. I am ready for the smoke. So y'all want to bring it? Let's bring it. Like I said, I hold myself accountable for everything I said, and I meant it. Every word of it. All righty now. We will see y'all next week. Same time, same place. Love, peace, and blessings.
Those are